Hey, what's going on, guys? We're going to come back with another video. Today we're going to be taking a look at Marvin Harrison Jr., looking at his junior year highlights, seeing why he was so lowly recruited, being ranked like the 21st to 14th, depending on where you look at, receiver in his class, being a 4th overall pick, and considered one of the best players. But before we get into it, guys, only like 4% of you guys are even subscribed to watch my videos. So guys, just remember to smash the subscribe button. You don't have to always be subscribed. You guys can subscribe, and if you don't enjoy the content anymore, you guys can unsubscribe. So let's check into these highlights and see how he is. Let's see why he was ranked so low coming out of high school. Because this man now is considered one of the best receivers of all. This draft class is just absolutely insane. That's great that he also has blocking highlights. That's something that I really enjoy, is being able to see if a receiver can block. Okay. Nice job. Has great hands. We already know his skills and abilities, but I want to see why he was so lowly ranked in comparison. You could see he's a tall man, a very freak of nature. Right there, was able to create a lot of space and make a nice play right there. Does a nice job, gets away from the DB, able to make a nice play, breaks the tackle and stays on his feet. He looks very tall, lengthy, a very physical Megatron type body. His footwork right there, that's a great footwork. He's just a phenomenal receiver when it comes down to it. Right there, makes able to create space with his footwork. And he doesn't always need to use his footwork to create space. As you can see, he's tall, he's able to make plays, does a nice job right there, able to jump up and make a nice, crazy catch. Slow at first. The stutter step at first was very slow. I think if he was a little bit more faster with those steps, maybe it would have been a little bit better. Does a nice job right there, able to create a space for him to get wide open right there. That's a good job. Let's see what else he does. Okay, motions him out, wide receiver screen. Does a nice job able to get upfield. Not a slow receiver, which is good. That's not like, he's not one of those slow, tall, lengthy receivers sometimes that, but he doesn't. He's very physical, it seems like. Right there, doesn't able to get space. I mean, the guy's a foot shorter than him. In high school, he just made kids look like fools. Maybe that's probably why he wasn't playing against tough competition that made it look difficult for him. But his abilities are far and away crazy. His strength, it seems like, and his height. Remember, guys, this is just his junior highlights. I mean, I don't know if he played his senior year because of the pandemic, but right there, able to make a nice play, gets in the end zone. He's just a phenomenal receiver when it comes down to it. I don't get why he was so lowly ranked in comparison, being ranked on 24/7 Sports as the 21st best receiver in his class. When looking at this, it's just insane, the abilities that he had as just a junior. He has great footwork, and it really looks like he definitely had so much ability and skill just coming out of high school that it's surprising that he wasn't as highly recruited. His footwork right there wasn't the best, very slow, it seemed like. Does a nice job, able to stay on his feet, makes the guy misses the tackle though, and he's able to get a first down on a very long distance. Does a nice job, keeps both feet in bounds, able to stay in. He does seem like he's a freak of nature. He's tall and lengthy, but he's also got the quick agility needed to be a solid receiver. Makes a man miss. I think that wasn't a good job. He's trying to make them all miss. I think he's got the big, bulky size that I think his ability to power through guys might be something good for him. It's just an ability to power through. There are times where he's just so big where I feel like he can run through other players and make big plays. Does a nice job right there. Makes the guy miss. Okay, has a really good ability at staying on his feet when being pressured. Backside wide receiver screen, able to make a nice play right there. Gets in the end zone. Okay. Gets upfield, makes another guy miss. Just as a phenomenal athlete, and it's still stunning to me the fact that this guy, he wasn't highly recruited out of high school, and now was a 4th overall pick in a draft that was highly quarterback touted, was considered the number 1 overall player in this draft, and if it wasn't for a trade, would have went 1st overall, in my opinion. Would have went 1st overall to Carolina if Carolina would have still had their first overall pick. You know, he's a very physical and strong player. It seems like he just has so much going for him. Right here, you see he's blocking, stays with his block right there. That's something that is really impressive. Is guys that have the ability to block downfield. Right there, does a nice job. I would have liked to see if he would have what else he would have done. Does a nice job right there. Nice solid block. Able to stay with his man. Doesn't let go. Let's see what he does on this play. I want to see, because if he takes one guy down, does he stop or does he continue to go? That's a nice job. No, I would have tried to stay with him more, but I get why he didn't. He could have been called for a holding right there. Nice job right there. He stays with his guy. Stays in front of him. Make sure that he has control. Sometimes I don't think he goes to the right guy to block. I think that might be a little bit of white, but even still, I mean, right here, he doesn't go right for the block. It takes a while before he starts to go for a block. That might, his presence on knowing when to make a block and when not to might be part of the problem. Right there, makes a nice solid block, but doesn't really try and get upfield and make a play. That can sometimes lead to other things happening. But yeah, guys, that was Marvin Harrison Jr.'s junior season highlights. Just remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know who I should do next. Peace.